Okay, welcome back to this next episode of Let's Play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines Clan Quest Mod Edition 4.0, choosing Hazel. So this is right after I got the sarcophagus from the Giovanni. Andre's really stoked about it, and he wants me to go find out from Johansson how to open it. So before we leave, we're going to go talk to our pack, our companions, if you will. Although, as previously mentioned, you can choose to take these Hazel or Ariana, Arturo, Victoria, whoever, with you or not. And I'm going to choose not to take them with me this time, just because it's a stealth mission. We're going on a stealth mission, and we're actually going to try to stealth it this time. I've got enough humanity. I think I won't frenzy this time, as I did before. And hopefully we can get through this. But let's just talk to him first. Hey, Ariana. Hey,
Have you heard? Hazel told me we have to kill some old guy. That it's part of the plan? I don't understand. Why? What do we stand to gain from this?
What do you care? You've watched plenty of people die now.
No, they're not dead. They're just sleeping. We all are. I want to wake them up. I'd wake myself up if I could, but it's not part of the plan. This dream's no fun anymore.
Ariana, the only thing you need to wake up about is the fact that we're vampires. We're dead. So are a lot of other people, including your brother.
No, I've told you already. That's just a bunch of make-believe. Vampires, werewolves, that stuff's just in monster movies. I think I just need to do this to see our father's plan through. It'll be like falling off a cliff. That's when I'll wake up. Right before I hit rock bottom. Right?
I think you should stay here and snap out of whatever psychosis you're on right now.
Yeah, stay here. I'll do that.
So, I'll talk about her in a second. Let's go see what Hazel has to say.
Have you seen our dark angel? Have you seen the transformation inside that girl? Where she came from is gone. Where she thought she was going was never there. And where she is, well, that trick she called a conscience, she's hunting it down, and she's well on her way to killing it.
That's almost line for line a piece of dialogue from Wise Blood. Right, she seems really upset about everything that's happened to her, Hazel.
You know your problem. You're still clean. You don't know pain. Not really. Not real pain. You don't know truth. You don't know anything about Hazel Tomes. But that girl, she won't be clean. Not for long.
Fuck you. You don't know the first thing about me. I'll find Johansson on my own. Okay. So let's make a quick save here. This is where things get wacky. So Ariana's whole development is sort of unfolding, and it's actually supposed to represent the five stages of grief people go through. So it's like first denial, then anger, then bargaining, then depression, then acceptance. And so at this point she's at bargaining. She's just like in this delusional fantasy of disassociation that she's not a vampire, that she's dreaming this whole thing. Her brother's not really dead. He's just asleep. And she just needs to wake up and everything will be okay. But she has to follow this through. If I just get through this, everything will be fine, right? Right? If I just go down this road with the Sabbat and do everything this crazy guy is telling me to do, everything will be okay, right? That's when I'll wake up. So that's her whole idea. That's sort of her psychosis. She's not all like, I'm crazy or egotistical like Hazel. It's her own take on insanity. And that's the thing about Malkavians. It's like a roll of the die. You never know what you're going to get when you turn someone Malkavian. So now we're on to the Empire Arms Hotel. Man, it's a tall building. This is by far the buggiest map in Clan Quest Mod. I have gotten every kind of error report about this freaking map, and hopefully we won't run into any issues here. But this is the most notorious map for crashing. There's a bug where Heather and Yuki, if you're using comp mod, disappear when you come in here. Sometimes your companions, your Sabat companions, will come up and talk to you when they shouldn't. Sometimes they'll accidentally clip you off the map. I'm gonna have to look very closely at this level before the next release of the mod to get all these issues worked out. Alright, so we're gonna step back into the elevator, and we're gonna overhear we're gonna eavesdrop on these hunters. Right? They're supposed to talk. What the fuck? Did they get stuck? Yep, they got stuck. Hopefully they're not gonna see me right now. Good thing they're basically blind, apparently.
This hotel reeks of the devil's work.
Get used to it. Inquisitor Buck has willed us to find Johansson. Our holy order must wade through this wanton decadence to protect mankind.
All this for a deluded fool of a professor? We should be out there, hunting vampiric scum, not protecting this secular den of sin.
I agree, but this is all for the greater cause, to protect all humanity. Remain vigilant. The soldiers of Satan could be here any moment.
Satan's already found his way here. This place is soiled and evil. How can anyone live like this?
And they continue on their merry way. So staying in true form of the original Bloodlines, instead of getting proper voice actors and with proper recording equipment for the overheard dialogues, I just had a couple of my friends record the dialogue. We took turns being different hunters at my friend's house, and so that's why the audio is a little crappy there. But it got the job done. Alright, so we need to sneak into this room and get the key. Right after this guy goes back on patrol. There we go. Oh, God. Well, it's a good effort. God damn it, there's a lot of guns here. That's what happens when you try to stealth mission with one dot in stealth. Oh boy. Okay. Let's heal up. Alright, you can do this, Meg. Actually, let's suck this guy's blood. Just gotta keep fortitude up and I should be okay, right? And Protean, just keep Protean up. That gives Dotson stamina, I think. So there's gonna be like 18 guys out here. No, they're stuck on the door, they're too dumb. Get his blood? Yes, I can. One more juice bag coming right up. Look at his neck. His neck was like a mile long. Oh, shit. Power of fortitude, I survive. Alright. Take the gun. Thank you very much. Is this guy in here still? No, he's not. Dude is still in here. Drink your blood too. Okay. So, I think we've got Johansson to ourselves now.
I told you everything. There's no reason for you to keep me
here.
here.
Let me go. This is what happens if I keep the subtitles on. I can't help but like read it in my head and want to say it out loud. Shut up. Tell me what you know about the Ankara sarcophagus.
I am an archaeologist. You can't hold me here like this. I am a hostage. I do not need protection.
Yeah, they all say that. Settle down, Gramps, or I'll give you something to really be afraid of.
I am an old man. How can you threaten me like this? Do you have a conscience?
No.
Just let me go. I have a wife and children. I want to see them again. Help me.
Wrong answer, Professor.
Ah! Oh! What do you want from me?
I'm going to ask a question. Answer it, and I don't twist your leg off completely.
Ask! Ask!
How do I open the Ankara sarcophagus?
There is a key.
Where's the key?
I don't know. The museum, I think.
I think you're lying. Know what that means?
Ah! Oh, God! Why do you do this? I tell you, I don't know. I only know the sarcophagus was stolen. The key must have been too. Let me out. I know nothing.
Ran out of bones. Looks like I've got to start on the other foot.
Ah! I told you everything. Why are you doing this to me? I told you everything. Oh, my wife. I want to see my wife again.
So you served your purpose. Scream loud. Someone might find you. Nope. You're dead. Let's get the F out of here. Well, that was fun. Nothing like torturing old people. Killing hunters. Alright. Open sesame. Okay. See, you look, you guys see that the Empire Hotel, it doesn't have to crash. It doesn't have to bug out. Sure, I failed the stealth mission, but that's my own fault.
Be at peace, kindred. You stand amongst friends now.
Alright, so I've seen this dialogue 1,000,000 times, and I'm sure you have too if you're watching this. So I'm gonna skip through this. If you really want to see it, just go watch it in the first set of Let's Plays when I chose Victoria's side. It's the same conversation. So let's just blow through this bad boy. Is that so?
Your foe.
Tell you the truth, I'm gonna smell.
The truth.
That would be nice.
We are.
Met some of your agents.
Indeed.
My apologies, I had to
Is
smoke
that
those
a-
dudes. So how do our paths converge
I
here? Chang Brothers
did
mentioned
have an-
alliance. So what happened?
LaCroix. LaCroix. LaCroix.
Oh, I think-
LaCroix. Our war. Our dealing. It is obvious. Tell me something. Hear these. I hope you.
Yeah, so I... Man, if you guys ever watch me play Bloodlines when I am just like testing the game out, or like normally, it would make you scream. I've just, I've heard these dialogues, most of them, so many times. I just usually just zip right through them. Never bother to listen to what the characters really have to say. And it is a little sad. Oh, damn. Bitch, you still got 3 humanity. What's this about? Don't kill Larry. It is a little sad just because the dialogue is what really makes Bloodlines so swell. And so to just blow through it all is just it's such a waste. But, too much of a good thing can be a bad thing too. so... I was gonna say, what's up to Andre? Everybody went home. Here he is just chilling, checking out his coffin. Yeah, it's looking good, Andre. Nice coffin. What else you got here? Oh, is this some human skin? You make a little sculpture out of it?
Have you found the professor yet? What has he told you?
I have. I know how to get into the sarcophagus.
Do not mince words. Tell me.
The professor seems convinced there's nothing supernatural about it, but we can find out for ourselves as soon as we get our hands on the key.
A key? A key? Yes, of course. How could I be so blind? Tell me you clawed this key from the dying hands of the doctor.
No, he didn't have it. It was stolen from the Dane. Ming Xiao paid me a visit, though. She claims to have it.
Slithering, arrogant she-devil. Eastern snakes have no place in the New World. They trespass in our lands, play politics where they have no place, and now she tampers with ancient forces. She has no right. I will mangle her porcelain skin and have her skull as my chalice.
Well, you have fun with that. I'm out of here.
Why are you so eager to cast off glory when it is so nearly within your grasp? You serve the Sabbat loyally. I will not ask more of you. But why spurn the battle when it calls for you?
Sorry, I'm done chasing after this box. Good luck. But I want to be as far away as possible from that thing when it opens up.
Very well. Leave this city and never return. I will tell no one of your cowardice. That is all I can offer you.
Thanks, I guess. It's been fun, but I need a new scene. So yeah, you're done taking orders from Andre in the LA spot. It's time to get out of town, hit the road, and let these fanatics work out the sarcophagus. So, you know, if you've already played this, you kind of know what happens next, and so that's really why you're given this option to just sort of opt out, which is not something that comes easily in a role-playing game, and especially one that's kind of railroaded like Bloodlines. So yeah, let's hit the old dusty road. Psst, it's not gonna work. Doesn't work that way. I was watching another Let's Player play this mod, and when he got to this part, his reaction was exactly everything I could have hoped for. Something's very wrong here.
How cordial of you to drop in. Were you in the neighborhood? To what do I owe the pleasure?
What am I doing here?
Did you really think I wouldn't have contingencies for a loose cannon like yourself? That I wouldn't anticipate that impetuous chip on your shoulder? Please, running off to join the Sabbat? You're an embarrassment.
I'm an embarrassment? You're a sellout traitor as fuck. I'm gonna...
Silence! Ventrue don't reach my age and standing without learning a few useful tricks. You underestimated me, Kindred.
But...
I've had you programmed from the start, you fool. How lucky for me. By your own making, you became the perfect sleeper agent. Now, why don't you begin by telling me about my sarcophagus?
I'll never breathe a word to you, you prick.
Tell me, where is the sarcophagus?
The Archbishop has it. He's hiding it in the basement of the Hollowbrook Hotel. No!
You see? Isn't this easier?
His
when
power
you
is
cooperate?
dominated too strong!
Now, has the sarcophagus been opened yet?
No, there's a key. Ming Xiao has it.
A key? I see. And I suppose if you know that, then you must also know of the Alliance, don't you?
Yes.
That makes the rest of this so much easier. I give you my thanks, Kindred. You've served your prince well.
Uh-oh.
You, see her out. Once and for all.
That was the one time once and for all is probably appropriate. So be it. I would have preferred like an animation where like you fight the sheriff, you're like, no, and then he throws you out the window in the process of fighting him, but missed opportunity. I blame Bloodlines. Boom.
She's asleep, Hazel. She's not waking up. None of us are.
Quiet, child. I told you once, our blood is water to his parched lips. Don't make me tell you again. Feed her. Feed her like a crimson spring.
This is disgusting. Feeding her blood like some kind of leech? Why can't we just take her to a hospital already? Or maybe a morgue? It's been days. She's stone cold and she's not waking up.
Don't you talk back to me, girl. One more word from you, and I'll have you rue the day I born you into darkness.
I'm starting to feel faint. I'm so hungry. It feels like I haven't eaten in days.
You haven't eaten for days, you crazy, shiftless girl. Hazel Tomes doesn't have any blood to waste on saving you or him or any unredeemed fools. But if I must get something done,
Wait, look. Her eyes are opening. She's waking up. Does this mean this nightmare can end?
Shh! Quiet, you! You see? No small miracle. Bathing in the unholy glory of Hazel Tomes, even the damned can rise again, like Lazarus from his tomb. Tell me, my disciple, how does it feel to stand among our congregation
Look
once
at her
again?
neck. What happened? Well, I turned into a giraffe, Hazel,
Come on,
so it's
spit it
not
out,
so good.
Girl, what do you have to say for yourself? And I dearly hope the next words that fall from your lips are thank and you.
Wait. Excuse me, I've been through a lot in case you didn't notice. Why don't you lay off me?
Open your ears and shut your mouth. With life and limb, Hazel Tomes risked his skin. Nay, we gambled the unlife of every member of this flock, just to scrape your disgraced, mangled flesh from the ground. If not for me, you'd have met your final death to the morning's first light. Show some gratitude.
Oh, get over yourself. If it was such a trouble, why not leave me to die, you overblown egomaniac?
Don't you get it? We're bound in the vinculum. I'm not about to let some fool waste my blood, scorned by the prince's thugs or the sun's harsh rays. No. Now Hazel Tomes owes even the likes of you this burden.
Gee, thanks so much.
I'll teach you to grovel better than that, child. You owe the vinculum your life, but I'll strike you down myself if you've betrayed us to the prince. Curious, isn't it? Where we found you, and what's happened since?
I did no such thing. It was beyond my control, literally. I was dominated.
That's yet to be seen now, isn't it? How deep does your faith go? We'll see to what lengths you'll go to seek absolution for your sins. Until then, I suggest you speak softly and tread even lighter still.
So there's sort of a contrast between Victoria and Hazel here in the parallel scenes, right? So Victoria is gracious and, you know, she wants to get you back. She actually cares about you. She gives a shit about you. Whereas Hazel is really only doing it out of purely due to just the vinculum and the loyalties that those ties between the people that partake in it together. I'll do it, Hazel. Wait, no, don't you threaten me. I'm in no mood for your bullshit tonight, Hazel.
I don't have time for your restless mewling. For all we did bringing you back from Torpor's cold embrace, now it's the mess you've made we're all to clean. The city's run amok since your slumber. The Anarchs and the Camarilla are in bed together. And now, it's turned to war in every corner of the city. The Sabbats sparred against them, but most of that Hydra's heads are turned towards the east.
Great, let's sit back and let them kill each other.
I have no lust for war. Simple, raw destruction? It's beneath me. It's beneath this congregation. But these are interesting times, and I hear the 7 trumpets sounding. Maybe you can hear it too. Any true Cainite would heed this call to battle, take up the sword of Cain, and join me to smite those pawns of the Dark Fathers, those unrighteous brothers that would damn us all for the Father's sins.
Right, but let's just blow up the sarcophagus while we have the chance, huh?
No! If anyone's going to open that sarcophagus, it'll be Hazel Tomes that does it. I want that key, and I want it now!
I'll go, but I'm keeping my eye on you, Hazel.
I've butchered me more than one of those Asian devils in my day, yes. I think it's time I redecorated my hallowed halls and snakeskins. Hazel Tomes will join you, indeed. This hapless child, too. She can carry herself like a woman. She can carry a gun. We'll convert a few of the faithless kind to my religion and have ourselves a festive little celebration, dancing and carrying on over the skulls of our broken enemies. Now, doesn't that sound like fun to you?
No, but I have a feeling you'd dance on my skull if I don't join you. Let's get this over with. Okay, well, I got to make this a shorter one. That's all I have time for today. So in the next episode, we will see the rest of this story through and see the bad ending to the Sabbat storyline. So as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.